Hi, and welcome to Try Technologies. Whoever are watching this channel, please subscribe and share with your friends and families. Try to join in Telegram channel. Whoever are watching, so that you guys can join here. You can search for Try Technologies in the Telegram channel. You'll see our channel. Join there, and if you have any queries, post there. We'll get a prompt response. So we are doing shell scripting, and in shell scripting, we are doing basic commands of Linux. So we have done few of the basic commands in the last session. So today we'll talk about linking of the files. Okay, so what do you mean by linking files? Okay, so linking files is nothing but like whenever you want to have a physical, like if you have a physical copy of a file and you want to have virtual copies of it. Okay, so whenever you want to have virtual copies, nothing but instead of having a separate physical copy, you can use one physical copy and multiple virtual copies. Okay, so we'll see what I mean by virtual copies. Okay, so you'll have one physical copy and you'll have multiple virtual copies. So this is called as links. Okay, so nothing but we are linking the virtual copies to the physical copies. So we are calling it as a link. So what are the links we have in the Linux? We have two types of links. One is symbolic link and another is hard link. Okay, so what is symbolic link? Symbolic link is also called as soft link, but most of the time when you are going for the interviews, try to represent it as a symbolic link, not as a soft link. Okay, so make a habit saying it as symbolic link. Okay, so symbolic link is the one which is simply a physical file which is pointing to other file somewhere in virtual directory structure. Okay, so nothing but you are linking one of the files to one of the virtual copies. So that is we are calling it as a symbolic link, and the two symbolically linked together files do not share the same content. Okay, so you can have a separate content between these two files. What I mean by that, I'll just show you that. But if you want to create a symbolic link, you need to use a command called ln. Okay, so let me log into my box. Okay, so this is my CentOS box, as you know. Okay, so anyway, okay, I'll go with ln command. Okay, so it is ln. For example, if I share like what are the files we have, a file called India. Okay, so I'll just say ls-l India. Okay, so now if you see here, you are seeing this file, right? So India is a file which is there in my directory. Now what I'll do, I'll create a symbolic link for this. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll say ln and -s. Okay, so my file name is India, and I'll say softlink underscore India. Okay, just to give you an example, I'm just giving S-link. Okay, so it's not mandatory that you have to give S-link. Okay, so I'll just enter this. Okay, so now I'll say ls-l and I'll say star India. Okay, so if you see here, softlink underscore India is linked to India. Okay, so why like how it is different? Okay, so how you will say that these two files are different? Okay, so for example, if I say ls-i, okay, I'll just say ls-i. Okay, so ls-i is nothing but I'm just checking the inode number of the file. So if you see here, these inode numbers are different. Okay, and also if I search, I just see if anything there is in file India, nothing is there. Okay, so let me write something in here. Okay, I'll say proud of my country. Okay, so now if I see cat India, it's there like proud of my country. So in the same way, I'll just cat to slink underscore India. Okay, so if you see here, the data whatever I'm writing, it is just showing into this file. But the thing is, these two are different files because we have different inode numbers. Okay, so when we have a different inode numbers, so we can represent it as a two different files. And also, for example, if I write anything in vi slink India, okay, I'll say n. Okay, hi. Okay, so now I have saved it. Then I'll say cat soft link to India, and also I'll say cat India. Okay, so whatever I'm writing into these files is just copying the content also. And for example, if I remove rm-rf India, okay, so let's say ls. Okay, so if you see here, I still have this link file available. Okay, and if I access this, what happens? Okay, so if you see here, I'll just say cat link India. Okay, so what it is saying, no such file or directory, because we have removed the file called India. So this file will be not in use. Okay, so maybe it is showing you, but you cannot access this file. Again, if I create something with touch India. Okay, so if you see here, again I got this, but it is an empty file. Okay, because we have created a new file India and with the empty file. Okay, so it just overwritten whatever the content we have. Okay, so soft link works in this way, symbolic link works in this way. So whenever you are writing something in the symbolic link file, it just replicates into your symbolic link file, nothing but in the virtual copy. And if you are removing the file, the virtual copy does not work. And also you can, like, if you create again a file with the empty node, then it will become an empty file. Okay, so we have two empty files now. So this is about your symbolic link. Okay, so it's just an overview kind of. Okay, so I'm not going to give you huge number of examples here. You guys can go and watch in the RHCSA program which we have done already. Otherwise you guys can watch the Linux master program which we are doing in the DevOps factory. Okay, so this is about your symbolic links. What about your hard links? Okay, so what do you mean by hard link? Okay, so how you create the hard link? So if you want to create any hard link, no need to give the hyphen yes, or you don't need to give any attribute as such. Okay, so you can directly go and run ln command. Okay, so same way I'll create one more file, touch Hyderabad. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll say ln and I'll say Hyderabad to Secunderabad. Okay, so now if I do ls hyphen l, okay, so I'm just seeing this file. Okay, so now if you see here, I have two files, and if I say hyphen I, okay, so if you see here, both are sharing same inode number. Okay, so both are sharing the same inode number, and if you're seeing here, there is no L here, but when you have created the symbolic link shows here like it's just showing L here. But when you are creating a hard link, it is not showing any link here, but there is a hard link between these two. So what I'll do, I'll just create something in Hyderabad. I'll say this is my city. Okay, so now if I say cat Hyderabad, okay, so it is there cat Secunderabad. Okay, so this is my city. So whatever I'm doing, okay, so it is just replicating in this. So what happens when I remove the file? Okay, so now if I remove the file, so I'll just say ls hyphen I. Okay, so if you see here, there is no Hyderabad file, but you have something called Secunderabad. Can I access this? If you can access, if you do this, you can access this. Okay, so this is the difference between symbolic and hard link. So when you are deleting the physical file in the symbolic link, the symbolic link virtual file will not work. Okay, so nothing but when you are removing that file, your content, everything will be removed in the virtual file also. But hard link is something where when you remove your physical file, the virtual file which is linked with the hard link will be there intact. Okay, so that is a major difference between your symbolic link and the hard link. Okay, hope you guys have got a clear picture of this. Okay, next we'll see renaming of a file. So how you rename a file? Okay, so for example, if I say ls-li and we have something with fill, full, fell. Okay, so I'm fall. Okay, so for example, if I move this, okay, so I'll just say move fall to fkll. Okay, so now if I see here, okay, so I have just renamed. Okay, so renamed is nothing but, like, if you want to rename a file, you can do mv. Okay, so when you do mv, it is just renaming your file. Okay, so moving the file changed the name from fall to fkll, but it kept the same inode number. If you see, okay, so if you have seen this, the inode number will be same. Okay, so for the fall 67157843, 67157843. Okay, so you will see that you are seeing that this is same inode number, nothing but we are just renaming the file. We are not copying it, we are not doing any other things. Okay, so this is always important to remember that whenever you are renaming, the inode number will be same and we are just renaming the file. Okay, so we are not moving it. Okay, so sorry, we are not copying it. But if you want to move it, okay, so because mv is nothing but to move and also to rename, so I'll use mv fkll to /tmp. Okay, so what happens now if I do ls-li? I don't see that file, nothing but I have moved it. Okay, so I'm moving from one directory to the other directory. I'm moving it to /tmp directory, and if you see, this file has moved. But when you copy, what happens? The copy will be there in the present directory and also in the /tmp directory. That is a major difference. And also, if you want to rename, you can do with the mv, and also if you want to move the file, you can do with the mv. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll say mv/tmp fkll, and what I'll do here, I'll rename it as fall. Will that work? Okay, so here if you see, I have got renamed and also I have moved. Okay, so I have moved file from /tmp and also I'm renaming fkll to fall. Okay, so if you see here, the name got changed. And what about the inode number? Same inode number, 67157843. 67157843. Okay, so we moved it to the different directory. We renamed it this we renamed the file, but still we have the same inode number. Okay, so move doesn't change your file. Okay, so whatever the content is existing in that, it will be intact. Okay, so next we'll see about deleting a files. Okay, so how you delete files in the Linux? There's a command called rm. Okay, so rm is the one which is allowed you to delete the existing files. For example, if I say rm-i fall, okay, so what it is asking, it is asking whether you can remove this file or not. If you do y, it will remove. If you do n, it won't. Okay, so I'll just say yes. Now if I say ls-l, and I'll say fall. Okay, so no such file or directory, nothing but I have removed. So I command is the one which prompts you to make sure that you are serious about removing the file. Okay, so it is always important to use -i when you are using rm. Okay, so because it will prompt, okay, it will prompt saying that whether you want to remove this file or not. If you want to remove multiple files also, you can do that with the rm-i, and you can say f?ll. So it is asking if you want to remove fell, yes, fill, yes, full, yes, everything I have removed. But if I use anything like rm-rf, okay, so rm-rf will just remove the files without prompting anything. Okay, so now it just removed it because I'm not using -i. This is very, very important when you are doing the administration. Try to use -i to be on a safer side. Okay, so that is always important. So this is how you can delete the files in the Linux. Then we will go with the managing the directories. Okay, so till now we are talking about files. So managing directories again, like how to create a directory. So how you create a new directory in the Linux. So it is always a command with mkdir, but make directory. So I will say make directory. So intttdir. Okay, so I'm just creating Tri-Tree Technologies directory. So how I can see this? If I say ls hyphen ldttdir. Okay, so it's just showing me what all the things I have. Okay, so if you see the permissions and you can see who owns it. Okay, who is the owner of the group. Okay, so if you see the permission starts with D. So what do you mean by D here? D is nothing but the directory. If you have hyphen, that is a file. If you have L, that is the linked file. Okay, so you may need to create directories and also subdirectories, okay, within the directory. So how you can do that? For example, if I am doing mkdir and I'll say dir and I'll say subdir. Okay, so it just says that cannot create directory dir slash subdir, no such file or directory. So if I use something with option hyphen hyphen p, okay, so hyphen p will create directories and also this subdirectory within it. Okay, so if you see here, I don't have any error right now, so I can go into the dir and also I can see that subdirectory has been created within the directory. So hyphen p option on the mkdir command makes any missing parent directories as needed. Okay, so it will create a parent directory and also the subdirectory, and also you can create a directory tree with the hyphen p option. So we have seen like how you can do that, but how you can remove the directory. Okay, so if you want to remove a directory, how you can do that? For example, if I want to remove the dir, can I do that with the rmdir? Okay, so if I say rmdir space dir, so what it is saying, directory is not empty. Directory is not empty means you cannot delete the directory, what it is saying. Okay, so how you can do that? So again, you can go with the option rm-i dir. Okay, so cannot remove dir is a directory, it says. Okay, so what you can do here, you can use something called rm-r. Okay, so now if you see, it is asking like descend into the directory, you want to remove it, I can say yes. Okay, so and also it is asking for the subdirectory, I'll say yes. Okay, so why again is asking for yes. Okay, so now it is it is going for the descent, nothing but it is asking for the subdirectory, then it is confirming whether we want to remove the dir or not. Okay, so I've just say yes, so it just removed everything. Okay, so this is how you can do, or else you can go with the rm-rf, but make sure that it will work. But what if I have something with mkdir and simply I have tttdir, right? So tttdir is an empty file, empty directory, sorry. Okay, so if I do rmdir tttdir, it will remove because it's a empty directory. So rmdir works only on an empty directory. If you want to remove a directory with the content, you can go with the rm-r. Okay, so nothing but you are removing it recursively. Okay, and also if you use -f, it will remove it forcefully without asking anything. It just removes your file. Okay, so how that happens? So for example, again I'll say mkdir-p dir slash subdir slash sub sdir. Okay, so now if I do rm-rf dir, it just removes forcefully, it just don't ask, like it never prompts you when you do -rf. Okay, so see here, it just removed every content in the file. It might be a huge file, it might be any like size of the file, it might be a huge log file or whatever it is. Okay, so if you use -rf, then please remember that. Okay, so make sure that it is required to remove that file, otherwise use -i so that you will be know that it will prompt whether you wanted to remove or not, so that will be easy for you to check on that. Okay, so this is how you can do. Okay, so next we'll see how you view file content. Okay, so we can use several contents. You can use our text editors. Okay, so we'll try to talk about text editors in the coming sessions, but yeah, how you will be viewing a file type. Okay, so like for example, if you want to display a file, you just need to get a handle on what type of file it is, or if you want to attempt to display a binary file, you may get like you want to see what kind of file you are working on. For example, if I go with ls-la, okay, so here we have something called .bashrc. So you want to know like what kind of file it is, what is the file type actually, like how you want to know like what is a file type. So there is a command with file. Okay, so I'll say file dot bash rc. Okay, so now it will show me like what kind of file it is. Okay, so if I enter, so it is just saying this is a ASCII text. Okay, so this is an ASCII text. So characters code format of the text file is ASCII. So if you guys know what is ASCII, okay, so it is just a format of the file. And also if you have any directories, or if you have any for example, if I go with file and if I say documents, I'll go with home, right, documents. Okay, so now if you see here, it is just saying that this is a directory. Okay, so what is the type? This is the directory type. And also we have seen symbolic link, right? So let me see if we have that. Okay, we don't have symbolic link file. Sorry, we have it, right? Okay, so we have a symbolic link file also. Okay, so if you want to see what kind of file it is, then I'll say file slink India. Okay, so it says symbolic link to file India. Okay, so slink India is a symbolic link to file India. Okay, so this is how you can go and see like what kind of things you are using. Okay, so what kind of file it is. If you want to see what is this script. Okay, so if you have any script, so if you want to go and check what kind of script, you can go and see that if it is a bash script or how it is been created. Okay, so you guys can go and watch that. Okay, so this is how you can check what is the type of the file. And also if you want to view any file, okay, so I've used a lot of times here. So one of the major things, like if you have a short file, okay, so it is always better you go with the cat command. Okay, so if I go with cat India, okay, so I don't have anything in India. Okay, so I'll just create something here. So I'll just say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now if I say cat India, okay, so it just shows me what is the content of my file. Okay, and also if I want to get a numbers for my file, I can do that using cat-n India. Again, like it just shows me in like numbers. Okay, so it's nothing but I'm just getting the numbers, like this is the first column, second column, third, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. Okay, so if you want to represent the file with the numbers, okay, you can do that. And also you can use something called -b also. Okay, so if you just want to number the lines that have text in them, so it is just use -b. For example, if I use -b here, so it just shows like what all the text I have. Okay, so it is almost same, but if you just want to number the lines, okay, so it is just -b. Okay, so this is how you can see the files. So what will be the other commands that you can go with the like to display the file? So one more command is more. Okay, so if I say more India, okay, so it's just showing like it's a simple small file. That is the reason why it's just showing me everything. Okay, so for example, if I say more /etc/profile, okay, so if you see here, it is just showing me 39% of the file. And if I do enter, okay, so it just shows me whole file. Okay, so if you see here, is I'm just going down. Okay, so if now it is 100% just came out of the file. Okay, so this is how you can check with the more command. Okay, so and also one more important command is less command. Okay, so less command will also display file content, but before it finishes reading the entire file. Okay, so for example, I say less. Okay, so less command. Okay, so I can scroll up and I can scroll down. So see here, I'm able to scroll up as well with the arrow. I'm also able to scroll down as well. Okay, so now if I say Q, it will come out of the prompt. Okay, so this is how you can view the files. Okay, so more and also less. But majorly what we use in the real time, we'll use to check the log files. Majorly we'll use tail. Okay, so tail is a command which is very important. Okay, so you guys can go and check with the tail. If you want to see the real-time data, what is the real-time data coming, you can go with tail -f India. Okay, so this is how you can use tail. So tail-f is very important. So whenever you are doing in the real time, whenever you want to see the real-time data coming into that file, you can use tail-f. Next is one more command to read your file is head. Okay, so I'll say head India. Okay, so it is just shows top of file. Okay, so like from the beginning, if you say tail, it is showing you the file which is from, like, showing the file from the bottom. Okay, so for example, if I say head /etc/profile. Okay, so it's just showing me the top file. Okay, so like what is there on the top end. Okay, so if I say hyphen, so it just shows me 100 lines. Okay, so I need to give hyphen. Okay, so it's just showing me head -100 with the file name. Okay, so it just shows me the top 100 lines. Okay, so this is how you can see the files with the head, but it is not much used. Okay, so most of the times we'll be using the command called tail. Okay, so that is very important. Okay, so and also these are the basic commands. Okay, to manage, or these are the basic shell commands which is used to manage your Linux. Okay, so you'll also see basic commands of how you check your process, how you check your disk statistics, how you mount your new disk, how you sort data, and how you archive data. Okay, so these are also the basic commands which are required when we are moving into the shell concepts. Okay, so today this is for 20 minutes. Okay, so thanks for watching this video and have a great day. Bye.